As an engineer, this is definitely a masterpiece of engineering. My goodness, wow! How do you feel as an Ethiopian today?
I feel very proud on this big project. On this dam, there is no contribution of any international organizations. There is no money of IMF, no money of World Bank, nothing.
Kenya is building its own Silicon Valley from scratch. This is Africa's boldest real estate project. Welcome to Konza Technopolis, a planned city just outside Nairobi.
Rwanda has launched Africa's first self-flying taxi. So at the Aviation Africa Summit in Kigali, the country hosted the very first public flight of a self-flying passenger drone in Africa.
Right now, Lagos's prime skyline is Victoria Island with its mix of luxury condos, offices and hotels. But Lagos is building a whole new city on the ocean. It's planned to host 250,000 residents.
Wall of Benin, also known as the Great Wall of Africa, stretched for almost 10,000 miles in length, making it in its entirety long enough to extend around the perimeter of the USA, with over 1,000 miles of wall to spare.
Africa is planting a great green wall made of millions of trees to stop the southward expansion of the Sahara Desert. The Sahara has expanded by around 10% over the last 100 years, turning everything in its path into dry, non-fertile land.
Wow, South Africa is building a new city in Johannesburg. They're building this city in front of our eyes, guys.
As an engineer, this is definitely a masterpiece of engineering. My goodness, wow! How do you feel as an Ethiopian today?
Yeah, I feel very proud on this big project. This is an Ethiopian sovereign project indeed. We all Ethiopians are contributed from very minimum thing to the huge amount. On this dam, there is no contribution of any international organizations. There is no money of IMF, no money of World Bank, nothing. This is the real property of Ethiopians.
I really want to know what makes this dam the biggest dam in the entire Africa.
This dam is, in terms of length, is 1.8 kilometer. Its height is on average 145 meters, and on maximum it reaches 170 meters. It consumes 10.7 million cubic meters of concrete. And with this height, the dam can store 74 billion meter cube of water, or equivalent to 74 trillion liters of water. So this makes one of the largest dams in Africa in terms of volume.
Kenya is building its own Silicon Valley from scratch. This is Africa's boldest real estate project. Welcome to Konza Technopolis, a planned city just outside Nairobi. With a projected cost of $14.5 billion, Konza is designed to be Africa's Silicon Savannah. The vision: a future-ready city with tech campuses, universities, research centers, data hubs, luxury apartments, and even green spaces. Think smart energy grids, digital infrastructure, and even autonomous shuttles. So far, roads and the first government buildings are underway and universities are breaking ground. Supporters call it Africa's boldest innovation hub, and critics say it risks becoming a ghost city if demand doesn't keep up. Right now, Nairobi's skyline is dominated by 88 Nairobi, which is the country's tallest residential tower at 176 meters and 44 floors. But Konza isn't just about one building, it's about creating an entire future city to rival tech hubs worldwide. So the battle here isn't just tall versus taller, it's about the future of the cities themselves. So what do you think? Will Konza become Africa's next Silicon Valley, or just an expensive dream in the desert?
Rwanda has launched Africa's first self-flying taxi. So at the Aviation Africa Summit in Kigali, the country hosted the very first public flight of a self-flying passenger drone in Africa. The aircraft is called the EH216S, and take note, it is fully electric and has no pilot. During the test, it went up about 100 meters in the air while everyone watched, including the president, Paul Kagame. The aircraft has 2 seats, it can fly up to 30 kilometers, and it reaches speeds of around 130 kilometers per hour. It's part of Rwanda's bigger plan to fight traffic and pollution, and also to make cities more connected and sustainable.
Right now, Lagos's prime skyline is Victoria Island with its mix of luxury condos, offices and hotels. But Lagos is building a whole new city on the ocean. It's planned to host 250,000 residents, create 150,000 jobs and become Africa's answer to Dubai. The project includes luxury condos, financial hubs, embassies, shopping districts and its own power grid. Plots of land here have already sold for 2 billion naira each. That's about $5 million a plot. Critics argue it only serves Nigeria's wealthy elite, while millions of people in Lagos still face flooding and housing shortages just outside its walls. But one thing is clear, Eco Atlantic is one of the boldest real estate experiments in the world. So do you think Victoria Island will remain the city's crown jewel, or will Eco Atlantic become Africa's Dubai on the sea?
Were you aware that the greatest single man-made structure ever built resides in Africa, and it's not the Great Pyramid of Giza? Ranging in height from 3 to 20 meters, the Wall of Benin, also known as the Great Wall of Africa, stretched for almost 10,000 miles in length, making it in its entirety long enough to extend around the perimeter of the USA, with over 1,000 miles of wall to spare, often extending above the treetops of around 2,500 square miles of land in southern Nigeria. To the locals, the Great Wall was known as Iya. Its construction required over 9.1 billion cubic feet of material to construct. However, like the Great Wall of China, the Iya was not a single wall, but rather a joint series of earthen ramparts and moats that utilized indigenous African methods of construction. It required over 150 million man-hours and an estimated 800 years to complete.
This is the same person that American general is accusing that he is using the gold resources in Burkina Faso to enrich himself. This is the same person. Look at this. Why do these Western leaders don't want Africa to grow? Why? I don't just get it. They have collected everything from us. Our language, our religion, our everything. We are totally westernized. Look at somebody in Africa that is learning French for over 50 years. He's learning English, how to speak English. The person is not even speaking his own language. He gave it up. You came to his country, to his society, and tell him to give up his language. He gave it up. Now he wants to free himself from poverty, but you don't want that. You want him to remain in poverty for life. What have we done to these people? Sometimes I ask myself this question: what have we done to these people? You have actually collected everything. Our language, our religion, and our education. You have actually taken everything from us. What else do you want?
Africa is planting a great green wall made of millions of trees to stop the southward expansion of the Sahara Desert. The Sahara has expanded by around 10% over the last 100 years, turning everything in its path into dry, non-fertile land. The immediate region to be affected by this problem is the Sahel. The Great Green Wall, launched by the African Union in 2007, aims to restore degraded land, create habitats for animals, and use vegetation as a natural temperature regulator. It will stretch across the whole of Africa, creating a mosaic of trees, vegetation, grasslands, and plants 15 kilometers wide and 8,000 kilometers long. This initiative is unique and could become the largest living structure on Earth. It will also create millions of jobs in rural areas, preventing an exodus of young people to the cities and food security to local communities so that they can live peacefully in their ecosystems and preserve their traditions in a sustainable way.
Guys, Ethiopia is shifting the balance of power from the grounds up, not by asking anyone, by building. Because the days of waiting for imports are fading. Because of the homegrown innovation, which is finally in the air. Local engineers are crafting drones, defense tech, and a smart system that carry the stamp of a nation. Waking up, guys. When the soldiers now train with their own tool that is forged by Ethiopians, that is not just a progress, that is a sovereignty in motion. That's like a country learning to stand on what it creates, not on what it borrows. This movement isn't just about machine, it's about a mindset. It is about a generation saying, we will protect what is ours with what we have built ourselves. If this new chapter makes you proud, guys, drop power in the comments. Enjoy the movement. Share this so the world understands that Africa's strength grows from within. Guys, follow for more content. Grow the tribe. Let's keep building. Build with us. This is ABD Originals. Value gain is value shared. The future got an accent. Speaks from the soil up. Soil up, guys.
Wow, South Africa is building a new city in Johannesburg. They're building this city in front of our eyes, guys. Mall of Africa. You know this tall building? PwC is already completed. This other building is completed. And one of the tallest buildings, it's still in the process, under construction, as you can see. Waterfall is larger than Sandton City. So this city is going to be bigger than Sandton. Guys, this is a 16 billion rand project. It's set to complete in 2026. Look at that, guys. Look how big is this. Wow. This is so big, guys. There's going to be schools, hospital, entertainment area. This smart city is going to help to curb the unemployment rate in South Africa. At its completion, it's going to provide more than 30,000 permanent jobs. So guys, tell me, what do you think about this smart city? Do you think it's necessary for South Africa to have this kind of a city? You see yourself buying a property? Do you see yourself living here? Right now, I want us to look at the shots on the ground. Do you like this smart city? If you like this new, leave your comment. If you think this is a good idea, if you think this will develop the infrastructure.
Absolutely incredible. Africa is once again proving that it doesn't need foreign saviors to rise. A $2.5 billion fertilizer industrial complex is now under construction in Ethiopia, one of the largest and most advanced fertilizer plants ever built on the continent. This African-led project marks a turning point in the continent's industrial journey. Once complete, it will produce millions of tons of fertilizer every year, transforming Ethiopia from a heavy importer into a powerful exporter. The project is expected to revolutionize agriculture not just in Ethiopia, but across East Africa, fueling crop production, lowering costs for farmers, and strengthening food security for millions. What's even more impressive is how it's being done, with African engineers, local resources, and regional collaboration. Thousands of young people are being trained as welders, technicians, and plant operators, creating a generation of skilled workers who can lead Africa's next industrial era. Beyond the economic impact, this project sends a clear message to the world. Africa is done waiting for handouts.
What is really happening in Burkina Faso is a revolution that I believe that the entire continent of Africa can emulate. I mean, when you have a leader that really cares about his people, he makes sure that he delivers. Guess what? Will you believe if I tell you that the entire country of Burkina Faso could only boast of 3,000 kilometers paved road from independence till now? Will you believe me? Will you believe me? I mean, a country called Botswana could boast of 3,000 kilometers when the British left them. But the French left, a government came to power. See, that's a construction going on. A government came to power for over 27 years. How old is this country?
The country, the independence since 1960.
1960?
Yeah.
And the country could only boast of 3,000 kilometers.
3,000 kilometers, I'm telling you.
Is it true?
Yeah, it's true. As Wodimai was saying, since the independence up to today, we had just 3,000 something paved roads. But now, with the coming of Traoré, they are planning to pave 5,000 kilometers per year. This is insane. This is unbelievable.
How are they achieving that?
Yeah, they bought all the equipment because the government doesn't want anymore to let any company be in charge of this. So they bought all the equipment to do it by itself. The government is in charge of building all those roads that you can see.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. As you guys, maybe some of you saw the equipment coming from Ghana.
Okay.
People made a lot of videos about it. So the equipment are here. The government is taking care of constructing or building the roads. Because, you know, sometimes they give it to private companies and they take forever to finish some roads. So the government is now taking care of building the roads with their own equipment and everything. So that's what's happening.
And one of the most exciting thing about this whole road construction in Burkina Faso, the fact that the government bought all the equipment, trained the youth to operate this equipment. So literally, it's the people of Burkina Faso building the country for the people of this beautiful country.
The country is under construction.
Burkina Faso indeed is under construction, because I am here and I'm seeing roads being constructed. I am here and I'm seeing factories being built. I am here and I'm seeing entrepreneurs coming out saying that this is their first time, feeling so proud about their country to do business in their country. This is a revolution, and I believe that a revolution like this needs to be supported. My name is Wodimai, an African content creator on a journey to celebrate African excellence. I'll see you all in the next one.